Hey class, Mr. Moedin again, here with another calculus video to help you with your limits test. So number three is a kind of an interesting one in that when you plug it in, as you always should do, you end up finding a straightforward answer. So negative 1 squared is 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is actually positive 2, so you get 3 on top and negative 1 on the bottom, and that one nicely becomes negative 3. So moral of the story is, to solve a limit, you should always plug it in first. Number four, a little more complicated in a sense. It's also a plug it in problem, and you get cosine of 2 pi over 3. So without a calculator, you have to know how to find these trigonometric values. So you can't necessarily assume that, that's going to be 0 or negative 1 or whatever. You have to be able to find it. So how I do it is I know that pi over 3 is 60 degrees because pi is 180, and I can divide both of them by 3. So doubling that will give me 2 pi over 3, or 120 degrees, which I can draw, and that makes my reference angle going down to the, if I drop a hypotenuse here, or sorry, an altitude, I end up getting a 60-degree reference angle, and that creates a 30, 60, 90 triangle. The opposite side here, the longer side, is, I know, root 3 over 2, because that's a bigger number than 0.5. Notice this is a negative 0.5 because of the quadrant that I'm in, negative x and positive y. You might know that cosine is the x value, but in case you forget that or never really understood why, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, as you learned from SOHCAHTOA. So the adjacent leg of 60 degrees is negative 1/2. The hypotenuse of the unit circle is always 1. So negative 1/2 over 1 is negative 1/2, and that's the answer. Hope this helps.